Hi everyone, Metaphysical Mama. I just wanted to read from my new tarot deck that I got. It's Starman Tarot it's David Bowie, David DeAngelis and Ether DeAngelis. And the card I pulled was the Ten of Pentacles, which I'll show at the end of the video. But I wanted to share the reading. So I give a wealth of life-seeding ideas. The artwork in the Ten of Pentacles depicts a little alien family gliding to Earth on a giant golden pentacle, arriving in a new land, a new domain to explore and create together. We see the Ziggy-like alien messiah in the sky. Zig, zag, zig. The emissary of astonishing knowledge and bringer of wondrous riches. A golden matrix envelops the mysterious vessel he travels in. And to me, I'm seeing the Merkaba, Metatron's cube. Giant gold nuggets hover in the air. Gold and platinum are the precious metals forged by the extraordinary heat generated by a violent collision of neutron stars. They are created when giant stars die in spectacular supernovas. As the cores of neutron stars collapse, they allow protons and electrons to meld together to form neutrons, producing small, yet incredibly dense stars. The mystery of how to create gold, a process occupying the thoughts of alchemists of old, has been found to be this fallout, scattered by dying stars. Recent research has revealed that humans share most of the same elements of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. This is such a good alchemy lesson. That's 404, by the way, on February 1st, 2019. It's a 3-year year of the pig in Chinese astrology we're entering, for those that... So I don't want to get distracted here. So the proportions are merely different, okay? So humans share most of the same elements of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. The proportions are merely different, like different pots of soup. And wait for it, there is gold in your brain too. A few atoms of gold, which keeps every neuron charged. Just a hint to keep you thinking, moving, and feeling alive. Like, I always say this word wrong, but atomic gold, autonomic gold. Because that's like the three kings too, to me, and metaphysically, like the frankincense, the gold, and the myrrh, or the positive, the negative, and the variable. You know, we want to allow those thoughts, time, and space, and our emotions, our feelings, to calm. So we have calm waters inside our bowl of soup in our body, our holy grail, our temple, our pyramid of power, our tree of life, our human vessel, boat, etc., house, right? Avatar. So we want to have good thoughts, you know, just allow time and space to balance those emotions and, right, energies in motion within the vessel and the mind to be calm before we swallow that thought to receive that program and run off of that program or operate off of that program, right, that matrix that, you know, we're installing. Because otherwise we're installing our own artificial intelligence. If we're just not allowing time and space, We're swallowing a whole bunch of bullshit, which is artificial intelligence, and we're poisoning ourselves, or we're swallowing a virus, or downloading, right, a Trojan horse, or whatever you want to call it. And when we listen to he said, she said, jumble the letters up, right, because that's how, like, devil work, letter jumbler. So it's the word AIDS, right, like history and her story, his story and her story, and he said, she said, he said, she said. It makes us sick if we listen to what other people say and wonder. Then we start feeling, wondering, second guessing, which causes dis-ease, discord. The only reason for dis-ease is discord. So when we allow others to, we'll say the word implant, right, by whispering in our ear, jinns whispering in our ear, or whatever, listening to other people's bullshit, we're putting ourselves at risk, because then we're swallowing poison. And who wants to drink poison? I don't want to drink poison. All right, so back to the reading. Just as our minds are never at rest, our bodies are never static. They are in a constant state of renewal, not fixed at all, but more like a pattern or a process. As dynamic beings, we must be expansive and exchange energy to remain alive, like all living things. I just want to quick say too, it's give and receive, not give and take, or give and then expect or wait and want. It's give and receive. And like my girl Paola says, what you deserve will walk on you, will come right to you. So, and that's just a matter of the law of attraction. So it's the charge we put out. What you put out, right? What we put out is the energy that we're going to receive back in some form or another. As dynamic beings, we must be expansive and exchange energy to remain alive, like all living things. Wealth, then, in the largest sense, is ultimately created through dynamic relationships, right? With respect, love, patience. We can't expect one another to react like we do. We have to allow, it's understanding of once we can understand somewhat one's elements, like are they fiery, are they from Mars, are they from, then you can kind of play a game with like, okay, that's why they act this way. So we don't have to attack them and be like, why do you do that? No. It's for us to, then we're being the attacker. Like we complain about people trying to attack Christians, be this way or do or die. No. It's our responsibility to all come from a more kinder, gentler place of understanding, so that we can expand our consciousness and have a grander view of perception by allowing another's, right, to be explained to us, so that we can see more clearly, more transparent. But we can't do that if we keep wanting everybody to be like us. There's way too many different, even if you make the same kind of soup every day, it's going to taste different, Sorry I'm using the soup metaphor, but I was thinking of that earlier. It's like how many different vegetables or different spices or different soups, brothy, thick, creamy, cheesy, whatever. My Nana was German. She spoke about like literally stone soup and cabbage soup. If anybody knows that story, stone soup. So again, it's like food is, we don't need to shove our faces with so much physical food either. Our bodies tell us what we need at all times when we're listening. The dynamic relationship, is within you and your body and yourself and your soul and your being. not with somebody else outside you. It's nice when we can harmonize with others, but it has to be the right frequency of vibration, not forced and tugged at or attacked in order to get. Never brings happiness that way. Okay, similarly, the spiritual teacher Byron Katie, creator of a system of inquiry known as the work, suggests we could have anything we wanted if we were prepared to ask 1,000 people. That's important, right, too, is to ask for help. Just 10 minutes and 44 seconds, and it's 4:12 for the numerologists out there. By vibration. Once we open to the idea of networking, of building, maintaining, and refining networks, of collaborating and facilitating each other's visions and dreams, anything becomes possible. True wealth comes from consciously creating high-quality experiences regardless of the circumstances. That's important too. No matter where you go, there you are, is an old saying, right? So wherever we are, we take ourselves with us. So it's important to be able to look at ourselves in the mirror or be able to sit okay with ourselves, right? And otherwise, again, we're going to allow ourselves to eat ourselves alive from the inside out. If we, it's like once you choose to deceive, oh, what a tangled web you weave, right? I should use the we words though, right? So, yeah, it's coming from a place of balance and love, and we know when we're trying to take from somebody else, that's just not nice. So that behavior is very well known, especially to us empaths, etc., labels, whatever. True wealth comes from consciously creating high-quality experiences regardless of circumstances. We don't play the wait and delay game of when and then, right? We're not waiting for everybody else to do it and then we're going to jump on. No, we have to be part of the movement, we don't sit around waiting, oh, well, when I see it, then I'll believe it. That's a bunch of bullshit. And I really, it's like, again, everybody's being guided, I do believe, in their own personal way. And as long as you stay true to you within your heart, you'll never be misled. Right? You won't be walking around with lead, because you're only coming from a place of purity, which, like childlike, waiting, not expecting. It's like just going about our day and going about our moment. The time is always now. Being in that moment, so the guidance is always there. Staying present is tricky, but it's the most humbling and eye-opening, childlike, explorative eyes again, even though being an adult and a mom and et cetera, and going through so many different, right, rabbit ears, parentheses, horrible things in my lifetime or times or whatever. It's like I wouldn't change anything, because that's what taught me so much love and beauty, and whether other people want to call things ugly doesn't matter to me at all, ever. Never, ever. It's like, whatever. Either they're jealous or they want something you have, or they don't know how to, right? There's something. So, yeah, and I'm accepting of, I tend to go for the underdog or like the funny looking thing or whatever. So, not funny, whatever. Not the, yeah. Anyhow, so, anyway. To each his own, right? Let's see. We don't play the wait and delay game of when, and then I'll do it. Living alchemy. Then is the process by which the basic raw materials of your life both good and bad, can be formed into the gold of experience, because it has to come from within. The pure alchemy comes from within. Nobody can take it from somebody else. They've done that long enough with fear tactics, but they can't. You can't take someone else's and have it be yours and be pure. It's still going to be tainted, so it's never going to work. The Ten of Pentacles invites you to co-create, explore with those you love, and discover the wealth of experiencing life fully with others, like a playground. The whole of humanity is your family, and beyond. The whole of planet Earth is your home. That's the first time I read this. I haven't been able to read this book much. This is such a cool book. So I'm going to do these often, like a card a day or every time or I feel guided to. And so I'll read the reversed also, even though that's not how I pulled it. But in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles would be weighed down by a physical inheritance, trapped in consumption, burden of too much stuff, no higher vision. Let go of what's not needed, right? So that's important. Let go of what no longer serves us. And it's okay. Just like take big, deep, slow breaths. And close your eyes and think of your center of your chest, where your heart chakra is, and just breathe. Three nice, deep, slow breaths. We're going to let go of anything that no longer serves us. All the chaotic thinking, all the worry, all the fluttery feelings inside. We're going to breathe in deep. Breathe it out. All the stress. So the last little part. Keep breathing. Nice and slow. Let it all go. Co-create and explore the world with those you love, passing on the means to thrive. Connect with others. Create networks of resources. Breathe. Reversed. Constrained by various inheritances. And that can be our ancestral karma bloodlines that we're clearing. So lots of energy. Just take a nice deep breath and let it all go blank in your mind. Just let it turn to energy. It doesn't have to be called anything. Trapped and overburdened by the items you own, which is just thoughts and feelings and maybe stuff you've been carrying around. Let it go. It's okay to let things go. We're just making room. Let go of what you don't need anymore. And we don't have to think, I don't need this, and and pick it apart and figure out what we need and don't need. And again, breathe. Let it all go. Don't give it a name. Let all the names fall. All the words. All the energies. Let them just think of calm waters after a storm, right? I'm going to show you the picture of the Ten of Pentacles before I depart. 422. So here, they're quite lovely cards. I want you to be able to see good. Let's see. I'll make this the thumbnail. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. So as you can see, it's like a family riding in on a pentacle disc. You know, and pentacles is material. And look at all the connections before, above the disc, the flat disc. It's like a big, beautiful purple and pink with two sides and the heart in the middle and all the points spreading out. All right, and it's like the three worlds too. It's like the ether, the spirit, upper realm, the astral, or however else you want to call it, and then the physical realm. All right. Well, I love you guys, and remember to breathe, and one love. Peace.